This is a $100 gaming PC. It runs a variety of popular video games at over 100 FPS. Let's get into it. The specs include an Intel i5-7600K, a GTX 1050 on the MSI B250 VDH motherboard, and here are the rest. Now, something you probably noticed is this isn't the most aesthetic looking computer, and that is because all of these parts were parts that I originally bought like 5-6 years ago when I first got into gaming. I do regret buying these parts specifically. I'm here to show that just random low-end parts can still do the job nowadays in 2024. As we can see, Fortnite ran at around 120 FPS, which is pretty good, I think. You're not gonna need more than that, honestly, and don't expect more from that with this price. I mean, if you can find a better price and run more FPS, then congratulations, you found an absolute steal. So as we can see, it ran around 120 FPS, even at times 140, which is fantastic. This is 100% playable for a nice smooth experience. Even on my 144 Hz monitor, I felt pretty smooth. There was a lot of frame drops though, but that was probably because it was like the first or second game I ever played on here. So if you experience frame drops a lot, then just wait it out. If it's still experiencing frame drops after like 5 games, then yeah, maybe lower your settings or something. But yeah, don't expect much more. I definitely think it's just playable, and I recommend it to anyone that's getting into gaming. If you got a kid, hey, look at that. Yeah, there were times Apex Legends ran at 4 FPS. But hey, you may not run into that issue. It is just my computer at the end of the day. So if you're buying a relatively new computer that has similar specs, then you should be completely fine. A lot of these problems that I run into are usually just because these are aged and hasn't been used in a very long time. Like, keep in mind, all these parts haven't been used in like 4 years, so the fact that they're still able to run nowadays is pretty good. Just don't play Cyberpunk. Please don't play Cyberpunk. It is horrible. 15 FPS in medium settings is, FPS does boost up at times. The fact that it can't even average 30 is just super unplayable. I mean, 30 FPS isn't playable in my opinion, but if it was like at least 50, I think it's playable, especially with the high-end game. So if you want to play a game like Cyberpunk, I would recommend a GTX 1660 at least, or an RX 580 like I mentioned. I love that graphics card because you can find them on AliExpress or eBay with some pretty good deals, whether you want it used or new. There are a lot of recommendations I have when buying a new computer. These specific parts I wouldn't recommend, but could copy it if you want. For this computer, the reason why it's a $100 build is because I wouldn't recommend spending more than $100 on this build. Technically, this build cost me a lot more because I bought them all brand new years ago. Nowadays, I wouldn't. And yes, to actually give you guys a good price on how much this actually is worth, I did sell it for $250, and I'm going to actually sell it tomorrow. So that's how much you can actually get for it. But again, that is including the fact that I built the computer and tested the computer, and I'm actually dropping it off at the customer's house. Also, if you guys want to see like a flipping series, like this computer right here, for example, I didn't go and buy the parts or anything. This is an old computer, but if you want me to find deals and build computers and then also make a series about it, let me know. It wouldn't be super consistent unless I was getting a lot of views, because I don't have just a bunch of money to go and spend on just computers, because I truthfully don't have enough experience yet, but that could be the authenticity of the series. So let me know if you want to see that in the comments down below. Either like the video or comment that you want to see a new series. I am planning on making videos like these, like actual computers. Also reviews on like specific parts that you may not see very often. Like my next video I'm planning on making is either a computer build, or I have a GTX 1080 Ti from AliExpress. I recommend staying tuned and make sure to subscribe. I'm a brand new starving YouTube channel. I need it.